Hi guys, today I wanted to make a video about how I create all of my original sound effects. For most of the sound effects that I record, I use a similar setup. This consists of the H4N Pro Recorder, which I use to record the sounds and sometimes to capture stereo audio. Most of the time though, I use the NTG-3 boom microphone to capture my audio. This is a very directional microphone that only picks up what is directly in front of it. Turning on the H4N Pro is part of the process. This recorder has very long boot times if you have large cards in it. That is why I use a 2GB SD card. I originally used a 32GB SD card, and sometimes it could take as long as a minute to boot. After the recorder boots, I check to make sure that I'm on the right channel that I'm trying to record. Channels 1 and 2 are for XLR inputs. I usually plug my NTG-3 microphone into channel 1. The internal microphone on the H4N Pro is great for capturing ambiances, as it has two stereo mics located at the top of the recorder. I also check to make sure that the boom microphone is pointed in the exact direction that I want to capture audio. In today's video, we'll be capturing the audio from a standard hairdryer. Once I'm all ready to go, I hit the record button on the recorder. This activates a pre-record mode where you can see your levels. I usually test the sound that I'm trying to capture. I want to make sure that I'm capturing the right levels, not too soft and not too loud. Once I'm satisfied with the levels, I hit the record button again. This activates the recording mode. Once the recording mode is activated, I usually try to get around 30 seconds or more of the sound that I'm capturing. I also try to get all different angles of the sound. That's why I rotate objects, as they can make different sounds from different angles. Once I am satisfied with my recording, I hit the stop button. This saves the file to the SD card. Next, I import the WAV file to my editor. I use Final Cut Pro to edit my sound effects. I'm familiar with the program as I edit lots of video in it, and it has some very powerful audio features. The first thing I do to the file in the editor is activate the dual mono mode. This takes a single track and creates a left and right channel. With simple sounds such as a hairdryer, my goal is to make a clean audio file. To do this, I use a few filters that are built into Final Cut Pro. Firstly, I put on a rumble reducer. This rumble reducer reduces much of the background noise. You can also adjust the slider for how much you want taken out. Next, I add a tool called mud removal. This tool allows me to further refine the background noise. I can reduce the bass and pick out certain frequencies that I want less of. The drawback is you do lose some bass with this, but for most sounds such as a hairdryer, you don't need the bass. If I do want bass, I'll usually make two separate audio tracks, one for treble and one for bass. That way I can further refine both to mix together and make a very clean file. Once I'm done editing all of my tools, I'm left with my finished WAV file. I hope this video helped show the process of how high-quality sound effects are created. A surprising amount of work goes into creating very clean audio of various sounds. Please feel free to recommend any sounds you think I should record. Thanks for watching.